Alright, welcome back everybody. The History Guy here. I've already refit and gotten my army ready in the last video, so I'm ready to continue this Confederate campaign in Ultimate General Civil War .90 is the version we're playing on right now, the most recent version. And this is Brigadier General difficulty, which is the normal difficulty for the game. As you can see, 5,000 or almost 5,000 men is what we get for a victory, $80,000. That'll give me a nice pool of manpower to go into the Battle of Shiloh with. Gonna try to inflict maximum casualties while suffering the fewest number possible. I mean, that's always what you want to do in any given situation, but especially in these smaller battles. Don't have our full force to start with, so just got to make the best use of the area that I've got here. And I don't exactly know where to expect him to come from. So I'm going to break off skirmishers of every one of these brigades just to extend my line a little more, plug in some of the gaps. And I've got some cavalry here. Honestly, I think what I'd prefer to do, which I already started the battle so I can't, is I should have brought in infantry instead of that cavalry, but that's okay. We'll make do. Actually, I think I'll keep these guys here. I'll put these skirmishers over here. I'm going to get the howitzers right up here near the front. 24 pounders we'll keep in the back. I'm actually going to put this Virginia brigade up here and put their skirmishers right here, because I've already got this full brigade right there. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea where he's going to come from. Since we have supplies here already, I'm not going to use my supplies if possible. Might be better off to bring this cavalry down here for now. Alright, here we go. It's 3 hours to go. And of course I'll be getting reinforcements, so I have to hold out until then. I'm just covering every possible avenue from which he could come here, though it looks like he's coming from this side, at least with his cavalry. Alright, let's get those 24 pounders around. Alright, here come my reinforcements. That didn't take long at all. I'll run them up here for now, but then I want to get them into my formation, my defense. I'm going to go ahead and just send the artillery right up there now. Actually going to leave some skirmishers down here in these woods. Never know when I might be able to use them. Alright, here come my 10 pounders. Alright, we'll get them to stop running. Does not look like I'm going to be able to make use of them where they are, so we'll go ahead and send them over with the rest of the units. Get these 24-pounders to fire on the infantry up there. More enemy infantry spotted. They're coming from this way down here. Maybe. No, that's the cavalry. Okay. I'll keep these guys here for now just because it creates a nice little killing field right here. So as long as my flank's covered. About to get the rest of my artillery up. Just staying in the woods here. Take advantage of the cover. Keep my general close enough to where he's providing a bonus for all of these units here. Alright, I gotta get up here and help out. Virginia Brigade's gonna have some problem here in a minute on their flank. I'm gonna have to pull them back. Get them turned. Now we're going to start opening up with more artillery here. That's going to help. I want to bring this Kentucky Brigade around. Move up just a little farther where we get a little better cover. There we go. Much better. No, you guys stay there. Cover my flank. All my artillery has been quite effective. I'm going to bring these 10-pounders up a little closer. Kentucky Brigade's getting flanked. We just got to move them back a little bit. Everybody's being quite efficient right now. Casualties are one-sided for pretty much every unit on the field. Taking advantage of the cover, using the artillery. Virginia Brigade's the lone exception where they've had more deaths than kills, but they were also being kind of ganged up on. And they're also being fired on by artillery up here. which I wonder if I can remedy that situation. I'm going to send some skirmishers out here, get on his flank a little bit, and then see if maybe I can get my cavalry out there to go and deal with that artillery. There they are. Yeah, you better move back. Let's be careful with them, though. I don't want to get too close to his infantry. Tuttle's going to probably turn and face me, so I got to hurry up and hit him. Hit them in their flank before they get that brigade into position. Oh, lots of artillery. I wish I had more cavalry than this. There's 3 big batteries of artillery plus supplies. But at the very least, I've disrupted them so they're no longer firing on my infantry. You guys need to back up. Oh boy, he just set up his other batteries. That did not go well. Well, like I said, I disrupted him. That's what matters. Now I need to probably pull out before I suffer more casualties. Oh boy, yep. In the long run, probably still worth it, but I hope these guys rally before they get too close to the infantry there. Alright, we're going to need to resupply. I'm going to plug in these skirmishers up here. Help out a little bit. Actually, let's keep those skirmishers there to cover that flank and come up here with a brigade. Their condition's only 40%, so I got to be careful with running. Oh, ammo. Come on now. You're killing me. Alright, let's get everybody resupplied. So Hare's going to come at Grover, but then by doing that, he's going to expose his flank. Alright, we're getting them into resupply range. Don't get pulled. Back up, back up. Alright, you're good right there, Peabody. Alright, I'd say this one's pretty well in hand. Let's go ahead and speed things along a little bit. I'm going to back these guys up. He's starting to threaten my flank a little bit. Got to be cautious. Turn around quick. Alright. Alright, we'll just keep this line right here. I'd originally wanted to keep it a little tighter with the fortifications, but that's just not how the game progressed. And I think in the end it worked out pretty well in my favor. I think my casualties are going to be a little higher than I wish they were, but certainly not nearly as high as the enemy's. He keeps probing and then moving further over. He's trying to find where he can sneak behind my lines without running into opposition. Here they come. I don't think so, dude. Send my cavalry down here to cover that side. The AI definitely seems to be smarter now with the latest update. He's doing a better job of probing, trying to get around the outside, looking for places to flank. And that was one of the things they mentioned that they would do better. And you can definitely see that. You have to be much more mindful of your flanks and the openings in your line and where you could possibly be hit. And here comes MacArthur. Jeez. Alright, time's up. Alright, so I had exactly 10,000 in that one in infantry plus 750 cavalry. Lost about 1,600 men, 4,400 casualties. That's what we like to see in these small battles. Grabbed a 10-pounder Parrot, a few various things. Not a lot, but basically enough 1842s to make up for what I lost. So that gets us to the place where now the next step is the Battle of Shiloh. I want more reconnaissance because I want to know a little bit more about what's going on. And this is where I have to make my first tough decision about whether or not I want to spend any of this reputation or if I want to keep that morale boost of 3 that I've got right now. So just taking a look here at correspondence. After the Battle of Stay Alert, I am certain I have no longer the power to stop History Guy, and I fear I will be replaced. I'm now counting on our old friendship and your political connections. Can you please help me gain more time and receive more military support? Alright, so 57 to 60,000 men. Training's still very low, and I think that's because I'm causing so many casualties. Armory, it's a little better. I'll get 14,000 men for winning this battle. I'll probably lose every bit that many. Let's take a look right now at where things stand with the enemy at Shiloh. Shiloh is one of those interesting battles. You really got to press it and win the first day before he gets a big bunch of reinforcements right after that. So I'm going to start with 24,000. I'm going to add to that whatever I can. He's obviously going to have more than 53 because it's going to scale based on what I've got. But right now I've got 9,000. I can probably take about 25,000. So best case scenario, I don't quite take 50,000 men into this battle. So it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight for sure. I can take 20 brigades max. So we'll see how that all works out. I'm going to have my work cut out for me. But I'll go ahead and at least see what happens here when I start building up some of these units.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm going to go rookie as much as I can just so I can make the most of what I've got available to me. No more 24 pounders available. Let's look real quick at the armory and see if there's any more of those telescopic sight. No, nothing available. Probably after the next battle, after the big battle. My 10 pounders. I always go for logistics first with the artillery because it gives that 50% bonus in ammo, which is huge when you're worried about supply in bigger battles. We'll go morale here.
Sir, yes, sir.
The nice thing is I haven't had to go the route of using any of those farmers or reboard farmers so far. I've been able to use more expensive weapons than that, more efficient, better producing weapons. Not sure if cavalry is where I want to use one of my brigadier generals.
Yes, sir.
Let's put him in charge of the division there. Okay, so right now I'm at 10 brigades, so I can have as many as 10 more. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to produce that many more with the limited space I have. Let's go Palmetto 1842s. I think I'm definitely going to need more supply, too. Got some 1841 Mississippi's available. Expensive. Alright, so just doing that right there, which basically I added another 5,000 men to my army. Let's see how much that scaled the enemy up. He was at, I think, 53,000 before. So still about the same, but he's added a bunch more guns, I think. So I don't remember there being that many guns the first time. So as it stands, I'm at almost 41,000 men, so I'm outnumbered, which is a problem. But the nice thing is you only encounter bits of the enemy at a time. Am I able to take more than one corps here? Because I think I'm completely limited at the moment. Yeah. So I'm basically already maxed out as far as what I can take into this battle. The only thing I can think to do in this case would be to eliminate some of these units in favor of different units, just so I have space. So, I don't know. I'm going to think about that a little, and I'll finish figuring out what I want to do before the next fight and let you in on that. I may actually go back and kind of reallocate that other point. Instead of reconnaissance, put it into army organization so I can take more units here. But I'll come back with that and let you know how it turns out. As always, thanks for watching. I welcome all your input, whatever you have to share with me as far as your strategies for these various battles. And if you hit that thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. We will see you again soon.